Hello Aquarius, welcome to Dove and Serpent Tarot. This is your weekly tarot forecast. Please like, comment, and subscribe to this channel, especially if this reading resonates with you. And also go check out the other videos that may pertain to you for your sun, moon, or rising signs. I think that'll give you a much more dynamic picture of what is going on this week. Now keep in mind this is a general reading, so it may or may not resonate with you. If it does resonate, hit that like button and consider subscribing to this channel. Now, let's see what is in store for Aquarius. We've got the Three of Cups, beautiful card to begin with. We're going to lay out the rest of our Dove and Serpent spread. And I think that is going to include this mystery or bonus card, this confirmation card. We're going to set it right there. We're not going to look at that until the very end, so stick around, and we're going to see how that might tie the reading together or give us that confirmation that we're looking for. Okay. First off, I got to say, I think today is the day for celebration. I think this entire week is going to be one of a lot of celebrating for you. Now, maybe we'll find out why, maybe not. The point is, I think you have to enjoy it. You have a reason to celebrate, and you need to take advantage of that reason. You need to celebrate. The Three of Cups here is sometimes the idea that we have to decide where to put all of our watery energy, right? All of that love and joy and pleasure and desire. It's coming out of you, but where are you going to put it? What cup are you going to fill up, right? So there might be a choice there involved with you about kind of how to celebrate, where to celebrate, or exactly what you're going to be celebrating. Okay, so there might be a choice involved there. However, I do think with this Ten of Cups that we also see, I think maybe you've already made up your mind. Maybe this is just something that you're waiting for that confirmation on, right? You're waiting to just kind of get an omen from the world around you, some sort of a sign or synchronicity that says, hey, you've made the right decision. Now it's time to celebrate and enjoy it. Maybe this reading will do that for you. Okay, with this Ten of Cups, I think that you really have made your mind up, and you know where all of that love and pleasure and beauty and joy and happiness, all of that watery cup energy, I think you know where it's going. I think you've made your decision, and this is the week to celebrate that decision. Celebrate this, whatever it is that you've accomplished. And now we see, some major arcana cards here. We see a couple more water cards. So I really think it might have to do with some sort of an emotional relationship with someone. And now I almost wonder, because we have this Emperor card here down in the position of kind of the underlying circumstances. And this Emperor, I wonder if in this context, this might be indicating some sort of matter with your father or a father figure or a type of authority figure in your life. Maybe, the masculine energy that raised you or participated in raising you. So like a father figure kind of person. I wonder if it isn't in some way involving that person. Okay, and because I do see this in the position that it's in, leads me to think it might be related to that in some way. Now, I also see here in the recent past, or kind of the issue that's led you here today, this week, is this Eight of Cups. And this is a feeling like you're losing that water or cup energy, that it's draining from you, that you're losing that love and joy and pleasure and all of that great cup energy that we had to begin with. I think in the recent past, you felt that kind of draining from you. You felt like you were losing touch with that, okay? But whatever was the situation that brought you here today, I think you're feeling a restoration of all of this watery cup energy, okay? So there was a point where it was kind of draining from you, and that's what led you to the decision. That's what led you to whatever has happened recently now that's brought you this kind of, this fullness of this cup energy, right? So I think maybe there was something going on with a father type figure, and there was a lot of kind of a loss of joy, or maybe even some outright pain, some unhappiness. I'm getting a little choked up. Some unhappiness that was kind of going on with that person, right? I think that's where you got this Eight of Cups energy from. But that's kind of what led you here. And now that you're here, I really think that you're feeling a satisfaction, a joy, a restoration, and rejuvenation of all of that lovely, warm, joyous, beautiful energy, okay? And it's a reason to celebrate, okay? Now, I don't know where this energy is coming from. I don't know what the issue was exactly that's now brought you to this like increase of happiness. Now you're in this really, really satisfied and fulfilled state. I do see this Five of Wands up here at the top. And now this is really the only fire card, the only Wands card that we have. But it is related to this Emperor because the Emperor rules the sign of Aries, and Aries is a fire sign. So we have that association here. And this is at the top and the bottom of the path of the dove here. So I wonder if there wasn't some fighting, some sort of friction, some sort of conflict going on with that authority, with that father type figure in your life. If there was something there that was just almost, aggressive, there was maybe some animosity, some sort of friction there, right? Some sort of like intense, fiery energy was going on with this father type figure. Right, this fatherly energy. So maybe if that was resolved, it's led you now, I think, to this increase of happiness and satisfaction. So something was going on there that I think now was kind of the major influence on what was going on. But now, again, like I see now, there's reason to celebrate. There is a major reason to celebrate this week. Okay, so whatever has been going on, if it still is going on, I think going into this coming week, you're going to feel this fulfillment, this joy, this satisfaction from this situation, that it's going to in some way resolve whatever it was that was going on there. In the immediate future, I see calm, I see stability, I see peace and quiet. I see just a lovely contentment. Right? I see that you maybe are a little bit like this Queen of Discs, that you are just kind of, you sit down at the end of the day and you sip your coffee or your tea, and or maybe a stronger drink, and you just look at your life and you're satisfied, you're pleased with it, you're content, and that's a lovely feeling. That, I think, is really part of this celebration, part of this really satisfied feeling that you've made the right decision, or you've done the right things with this situation, and now I think you have this contentment and this peace. I think the key word there is just kind of a peace and a calm about you, right? So that's lovely. That really does make me feel better about this issue that maybe is going on with the father figure, the fatherly energy. We're going to move over to the path of the Serpent now, and we see some more major arcana here. And we see, first of all, this transformation card, this death card. Something has passed away to make room for a new growth, right? A new evolution. And I don't want to be that person that says, uh-oh, we've got the death card, we've got the father figure, okay? I don't want to go there, right? I think I don't want to say that is what's happened or will happen in any way, shape, or form, okay? I think what this is talking about is a transformation of your reactions to the world, your feelings about this issue. If this is a disagreement or some sort of conflict going on with this fatherly person, I think you're growing and learning and evolving through that situation to become who you were meant to be, right? I think that you're allowing it to transform you in all the right ways. And I think that you are, it's like you're no longer a child now. You've grown into an adult and you've matured through this situation. Okay, I think a lot of the times, in my experience, and I think just generally, when we're dealing with our parents, there's always that little part of us that when we go back home to our parents' house or something, we still feel like we're a child in this little tiny house, right? And so I think that there is a sense of maturity or evolution, or just like a feeling of having grown up when we no longer have that feeling when we're dealing with our parents. It's more of just two adults talking rather than a parent and a child, But it will always feel like that, I think. But there is a sense of kind of an initiatory step when you've kind of grown into that maturity, right? And so I think that might be a little bit of what's going on here with this death card. And again, I don't want to associate that with the father figure. I don't want it to be taken literally. So I'm not even going to go there. The next card that we have is in the position of your relationship with this other person. Now we have the adjustment card. For some reason, I'm seeing a large letter L. I don't know if someone's name starts with L. That's important to you. I don't know You know, I don't claim to be like a psychic or anything, but I saw this card and I thought of the letter L. So if that's ringing a bell, maybe you let me know in the comments. But I think, moreover, this is representing the type of relationship that you had with, or have, with the person that we're talking about. And I think that it's a very kind of formal relationship, very almost like stuffy and official and maybe a little conservative. And maybe that's kind of what the whole disagreement, or this whole Five of Wands energy was about, was maybe just the nature of the relationship that you have with this person. And it's just a little bit too formal and official, and it just isn't relaxed. It's just stuffy and conservative, right? It has that just kind of like all business kind of sense to it. And again, it could be involving an L person. I just keep seeing the letter L. Anyway, I think that might be the relationship that you have with this person, and that could be, not necessarily, it could be part of the reason why there was this bit of conflict that we see up here. The next card that we come to is another court card. This is the Queen of Cups. Now, I am feeling like this could, in a small way, be related to the mother figure, right? Some sort of maternal feeling that I'm getting from this card. This could be a water sign in your life, like an older female energy water sign, or has that watery quality. So that's why I'm thinking maybe like a mother figure, because you know, of that water nature of the cups here. But this is in the position of your fears, your worries, your concerns. So if this is another person, I think that maybe you're a little bit concerned about their well-being, or their kind of their future, or how they maybe feel about what's going on right now. Okay, I think there is some concern there for this person. If this is not a person, maybe this isn't really ringing a bell for you. This could be related to your compassion and empathy for this fatherly figure, and feeling concern over their state of being, how they feel, the state of their emotions right now through this situation, all right? So this could be your compassion and empathy for that person, and trying to really understand and express concern for how they feel about all of this, okay? But again, this could be a third party involved, kind of a maternal figure, all right? So take that how that might resonate. Now we see, as the final kind of outcome or prediction or forecast card, is this universe or world card. This typically means there's a delay. There's something that is being kind of dragged out for a while. And I think that we'll look at the confirmation card too, the mystery card, and see if that gives us a little clue, because I'm not quite sure what this card means right now. This would seem to indicate to me that there is something that is maybe it's just a sense of completion, that things have just finally resolved, and it literally is just like the closure, the completion of all of that maybe has been a long time in coming, that has been kind of drawn out. Maybe this has been a really long process. But I think with this card now, there's that closure, that things are finally settled. It is the completion of the whole thing, and it's just now it's done, and it's ended, and it's, you know, everything has been settled, right? But I think it's been a long time coming. I think it's taken a while to get to this point. Now let's look at this confirmation, this mystery, this bonus card. We don't know what this is yet. This is a Three of Swords. So I do think that with all of this, there is this reason to celebrate. We started out with this reason to celebrate. And it's the celebration of, maybe the celebration of that closure, of things finally being completed and resolved, right? It could be the celebration of your choosing to kind of be happy and to focus on yourself and to allow yourself to grow and mature, like we see with this Death card. But there is that reason to celebrate. And then with that Three of Cups, which was that celebration, right? This act of choosing to celebrate and to choosing to be happy, and to, you know, to celebrate the circumstances and the state of things. And we have this Three of Swords. So we have threes on both angles here. So what is this Three of Swords? What is this confirming for us? Well, I think that this might be a bittersweet celebration for you. I don't think it's just going to be just all fun and games, all joy and celebration, But I think that there is this little bit of a, it is a little bittersweet. There is a little note of sourness in the sweetness this week. Okay, so if that's resonating with you, let me know in the comments. You know, I don't want to express my own opinions too much here. I want to just kind of, you know, tell you the energy that I'm feeling, that I'm reading, and seeing how you might be putting it together differently than I am. But I do see that there's going to be a little bit of a bittersweet kind of thing going on this week. There is that cause for celebration. There is going to be that like physical external celebration, that party kind of. But there's going to be a little note of sadness in there, a little tinge of grief or sorrow. Okay. And now Aquarius, we're going to look at this a little bit more in the extended version. I do hope you'll leave me some comments and just let me know how you're doing. This was your weekly tarot forecast here on Dove and Serpent Tarot. Thank you.